sitting here with perhaps the world's most annoying person. The one that campaigned with an old fart on the platform of Drill Baby Drill. How's that working out for you?
Oh, Larry, that statement, drill baby drill, makes me think of Todd, and that makes me smile, even though the Gulf has been turned into a useless tar pit.
So what do you think happened in the Gulf?
Gosh, Larry, BP really screwed the pooch on this one, and by pooch, of course I mean the American people.
We must feel really stupid after advocating deep-sea drilling with no fail-safe.
Gee, Larry, I'm rich now, and I never really thought about it like that. But this is a good example of how any idiot in America can become wealthy. God bless America, Larry.
Well, he better bless the Gulf Coast. They're gonna need it. So, what comes next?
Well, Larry, President Obama will probably go look at the giant mess BP made a few more times, like's it going to appear different on the next trip. Then, the usual, we'll point the finger at everyone, who will in turn deny responsibility for anything. At the end of the day, the American taxpayer will save the day, because we spend like pimps. Speaking of pimps, I love you, Todd.
So, Sarah, how do we find out who is responsible for this tragedy?
Well, you know, Larry, I campaign tough on terrorism, and these assholes are clearly environmental terrorists. I think we need to waterboard the executives of BP to get some answers out of those cowardly pig fuckers.
Well, I'll agree with you on that one. Do you think we'll ever have a politician who's not in the pockets of big business?
Gosh, no, Larry, that would be horrible. Then big business couldn't continue to screw the American public.
Would you agree that just about every politician we have, excluding Ron Paul, is a friggin' idiot?
Gee, Larry, compared to me, those people are like rocket scientists and shit.
Has anyone ever told you they feel like smacking you after you start talking?
Why, no.
Well, let me be the first to say it. I feel like pimp slapping a hoe at this very moment. Do you know what strategy BP will employ next?
I've been told they intend to shoot dildos and butt plugs into the hole through a giant tube. But seriously, who am I kidding? The assholes at BP don't even know what BP will do next.
Dildos and butt plugs. Interesting. Do you think that will work?
I don't know if it works for them, but it works for my Todd.
How do you feel about being compared to Tina Fey?
Gosh, Larry, the only 30 Rock I know is the one I smoked before the interview. Boy, am I buzzing like a cheap speaker. I mean, man, am I friggin' high? Did I just say that out loud? Did they hear me? Larry, what I meant to say is that I'm high on life and I don't believe in abortion.
How does it make you feel when you see precious wildlife covered in crude oil?
Well, gee, Larry, you know I like to club baby seals and shoot wolves from a helicopter in my own state. What makes you think I care any more for the animals of another state?
I see. All this talk about clubbing baby seals is obviously making you hot.
Golly gee, Larry, just the thought of killing an animal really does it for me. It's almost as exciting as watching Wall Street collapse.
So, tell me, are you running for 2012?
Hell yeah, Larry, if people are dumb enough to vote for me, I'll run. I mean, look at George Bush. He was a complete chimp, and he did it twice.
Do you think you could possibly be a worse president than George Bush?
Gosh, Larry, he screwed things up pretty bad, but I think I could make things worse if I actually completed a term in office. You know me, I'm a pitbull with lipstick.
How badly do you want this presidency?
Oh, Larry, I would turn Todd out on the corner to perform tricks for Johns and exploit my children if I thought I could even get a book deal. Imagine what I would do to be president.
Well, God help us. What would you do next as president?
Oh, that's simple, Larry. I would create some bullshit story for a reason to invade Iran. That would take everyone's attention away from that old nasty oil spill. I wouldn't go so far as to lie and say they have weapons of mass destruction, but we all know they do, Larry. Just because we have no evidence, that won't deter the coalition of the willing.
What's your favorite phrase?
That one is easy. Mission accomplished. Next question.
What do we do about North Korea?
Gee, you know, Larry, I think that's pretty close to Iran. I can't quite see it from my backyard, but I'm pretty sure. I think they speak Korean.
Okay. Clearly can answer a simple question. We'll move on. What would Jesus do?
Gosh, Larry, that's a tough question. I don't think he would want health care for the poor. He certainly wouldn't take care of the environment, and he would absolutely, positively, make sure that every CEO of a large corporation be paid ridiculous amounts of money.
Are you serious?
I don't joke about Jesus, Larry. That's how we Republicans get people to follow. We just say what they want to hear. It's the American way.
How will the Republicans regain power?
Gosh, that's easy, Larry. We continue to make ridiculous drug policy, such as the Rockefeller drug laws. We'll lock those minorities right up, before they can even think of voting Democrat. This is America, baby, home of the free. And if you don't think so, we'll lock you up too.
Hypothetically, and I'm just throwing this out there. Say if something happened to Todd, would this old dog be able to mount a pit bull with lipstick? I mean, I'm huge. I have many leather-bound books. And my house smells of rich mahogany.
Gosh, Larry, a slight chance, but only if Todd died tragically, like being coated in oil because of those jerk-offs at BP.
So, you were saying there's a chance. Then we'll call this a wrap like we do with all the softball interviews CNN does with every political asshole on earth. What can I say? I'm John Stewart's bitch. This is Larry King saying, "You're fucked, America. Get used to it."